what did I call it? Financial. So these are some terms that I have come across that I am noticing are rather important when talking about or operating in commerce and finance. So I would like to speak about financial leveraging, what it means, how it's done, how it is applicable, and what it is that each one of us as a human being uh, coming together as people of the state. These are the things that I feel as though we need to definitely learn how to utilize. Right? So, asset protection. What is an asset? An asset is a thing of value. It is a thing of value. Okay? Something that has worth. Right? An asset is something that can be exchanged for value. Notes, promises, nouns. Well, yeah, to a degree. Things. Things and stuff. All right, assets are things and stuff that have value to a person. This is an asset. This is a financial asset right here. And this is the estate. These are the assets that are accounted for, that are a part of this estate. All right, so this is the estate, and this is the property held in the estate. This alone, as it is not protected. Okay? Another term for protection is security. So we're looking to secure assets. Asset protection is secured assets in commerce. Commercial, gold, silver, and commerce. These are all economic terms. All right. So, what is the financial leverage? What are we leveraging? In today's economy, we leverage debts for credits. This is what we leverage. We leverage So you leverage assets. So remember, an asset is anything of value. This can be likened to the Cestui Que Vie Trust. Trust, right? So there's a trust and an estate, and it is an unlimited debit. In accounting, the very first equation that you learn in this science, in the study of accounting, is that debits equal credits. So whatever the asset is, right, is going to equal out on this side. Whatever's over here has to be found over here as well. Okay? So, might as well just write it all up there. Hold on. Have y'all ever seen this before? Or, my bad, I forgot. Can't answer that if you're not a subscriber. My apologies. All right, so a debit always equals a credit. A debit always equals a credit. All right, so we're going to leverage this debit in exchange for a credit, some way, somehow. By doing this, we must secure this debt. This is your debit, right? Your debit has a debit card. This is your credit. Your credit has a credit card. In order for the asset to be secured, right, the expenses have to be paid. What are expenses? These are your taxes. These are the contributions, Social Security. This is your time, your labor, your energy being invested. You're expending yourself, all right? And so in order for this asset to be secured, this promise, there you go. In order for your promise, someone gave you a promise and they have to keep their word. Their word is their bond. Okay? So, in order to secure the promise, something has to be pledged. Something has to be given. So again, you're going to give your debits. You're going to pledge your debits, which is finance. This is a financial instrument. This is a security. It's an asset. You're going to pledge it. Here, I don't want to hold it. I just want the equity in it. I want to be the holder in principle, but I want to, or I'll stand as principal on behalf of the state, right? Because I'm contracting with the state, so I'm leveraging my debt with the state. I'm giving my debt to the state, and the state is now allowing me to operate in credit. This is the leverage. What was that about to go? One moment. What is it? Yes, sir. You're right. All right. Okay. There we go. So now how are we going to pledge this as collateral? To the state. This is an asset. This application is an asset. Okay? You're going to fill out this application. This is a claim for credit. You are going to pledge. You are going to leverage your debits. You're going to give it to the state, and the state's going to convey. They're going to confer authority for you to act in its name in order to limit liability on yourself. So you're going to pledge your Sestake V Trust straw man transmitting utility unsecured security finance. You're going to leverage this, people. Right? Now, once you leverage this and you obtain this, Hold on now. There it is. So now once you obtain this, you no longer use this. You stop using this. This now belongs to the state. The state which created this legal title. You have returned it to the state. And the state says, hey, you can operate. You have permission. You have authorization. You have the right of claim to do commerce in the name of your state, right? And to not deal with liability. So you do business with this with your creditor information. What does that do? Since the asset that you're using, which is now the passport number, Social Security, rather than the birth certificate number, Social Security, since you're now operating with a secured debt, right? You are not only are you no longer adding to the debt because you gave it up, right? But you are balancing the debt with credit because you're operating as a creditor. So you are decreasing the national debt by raising the national credit, and it's going to balance out. Okay. The state is authorized. It is duty bound to assist its state citizens. You can leverage this for funding in business, education. This is one of the things that I'm looking into right now. I'm going to see how is it that my State Department will be able to assist a state citizen, an indigenous American, etc. I'm going to see how can I receive that republic benefit, since I'm no longer operating in the public, but I've taken what was in the public through the private and then brought it back out or republic it, right? I should have access to the debits. I should have access to the assets of the state because I just pledged my own to it. I said I'm no longer acting as the sole owner. I'm putting this in the pot, and since I put this in the pot, it adds to the credit of the nation. And now I should be able, because I have business ideas, right? I should be able to place my hand into the treasure chest, if you will, the treasury, right? And I should be able to utilize those credits, those funds, to generate more finance, right? Which would be creating job, education, the university, right? There should be educational funding that we should be able to tap into if we are serious. No Dr. Umar begging out here. No Prince of Pan-Africanism over here. I'm sorry, I just had to put that in there, right? But again, we should be able to there's words that but we should be able to take possession in equity of the funds in order to do business and to bring about again, if we're creating businesses in credit, then those businesses are going to employ more members who come in using their passports, right? And again, we're going to decrease the national debt by creating more job opportunities. You see what I'm saying? This is your leverage. This is your leverage. This is how you take nothing and you turn it into something. This is how you take what is negative and make it a positive. Accounting. Accounting is important. In accounting, so far, I've recognized that. Now, mind you, I have a 10-chapter accounting book that teaches children accounting. I've only gone through the first 2 or 3 chapters, and all of this has been revealed to me. So I don't have the other 7 chapters yet, all right? But I'm going to show you so far what I've recognized is that in all accounting, in all courts of record, in all banking, there is a balance sheet and an operating statement. This shows you what I just showed you was the balance sheet, right? It shows you the assets. It would show you the expenses. It would show you what's going on, right? It's like a picture. The operating statement is going to show you the things that were not caught in the picture. The things that happen behind the scenes, where finances are put out, or they're transferred, or they're accounted for in different substances. as far as inventory, right? Or again, the expenses. It shows you where these things go. All right, so you have the seen and the unseen. This is accounting. This is what the first two chapters taught me. And with the balance sheet, I'm able to recognize the asset, right? The debit side of the ledger, the credit side of the ledger. I'm able to recognize that myself. And I'm able to understand how credit works. And then with the operating statement, I am now able to recognize the inner workings. How does what does being a secured party and creditor afford me when I'm aligned with the state, right? It affords me immunities, exemptions. It does give me preferred treatment as a national statesman, as a nation state citizen, right? I have certain authorizations or privileges or permissions. I'm privileged over other citizens who are not of the same status. All right? So that's what the operating statement gets to show you what's underneath it all. All right? So looking at the operating statement would be recognizing the right to travel, where it comes from, why it operates as so, or we'll just stay on finance, right? The operating statement is going to show you why you were taxed, why when you made a purchase and you used the passport number or the professional number that it registered as a tax exempt certificate. It's going to explain to you why, where did this tax exemption come from? Or when you use your passport to work, right, and it does not withhold federal income tax, which is considered an excise tax. The operating statement is going to show you why these things are so, or like why using the professional information with your utility bills or anything in your name, why that is supposed to, again, balance all accounts. So this is what the balance sheet is going to show you your tools. The operating statement is going to show you how it works. All right. So you are leveraging the thought of value, the thought for substance, right? Or yes, substance and form. Substance and form. Here at Newfane at American National University, right? We are doing everything that we possibly can, not only to comprehend this information, but to apply it and to share it. We're here to share. I am here to share. I'm really here to share, right? I do not profess to be an all-knowing secure party creditor guru. I am not a guru. I am not Satguru when it comes to that, right? But I am getting there, right? But I am here to share what I do know. And I know that you all have information that can be shared as well. And so again, I'm here to share, right? I'm here to do business. When you were born, you were declared one of the children of the state business. The state is the family. When you got older and you were able to take charge of the business, You were issued that managerial authority. Okay? And the only reason that you would use this after having this is if you fell if you were no longer in honorable standing. Right? The people are looking for magic. You are the magi, and that's just straight talk. You are the magic, and that's just straight talk. You are the magician. You're the magian. What's up, baby? Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Yes. All right. You are the magi, Steve. Or you are the magician. You're looking for magic. You're looking for some type of spell, cast, that is going to immediately change your conditions. This is your magian. This is your magistrate. This is your majesty. This is your royal, noble, official capacity. You are the magic. Avracadabra. I create that which I speak. You are the word manifest. This is your leverage. You are it. You're looking for something outside when it's inside yourself. It's what you say. If you say, as the law says, the truth will set you free. If you know it to be true, all you need to do is say it. All you've got to do is say yes. Man. So all you got to do is say yes. All you got to do is say yes. So all you got to say is yes. Did y'all catch that? Jesus. All you got to do is say yes. I'm the governor. I'm the light bearer. So all you have to do is be the magician. You have to be the magi. You have to be the one to come before those who believe that they are better and show them without doubt, show them without doubt that you are who and that which you say you are. I trust in Pennsylvania. I trust so much so in my state that I'm not personally worried about any of the attacks that may be made, any of the threats that are coming out, right? Because I have leverage with my state. My state has assumed all liability. I'm Jesus and the state is my Father God. I've been redeemed. You are to redeem yourself. There is nobody coming to save you. Now, once you reach this point in accounting of understanding your place, now you're supposed to link up with other people who are in the same capacity. You network, you come together, you organize, you assemble. All right? Now you have authority. Imagine 10, 20, 30 of you in the same area. Everyone having their passports, their professional IDs. Everyone having the full faith and credit backed by their state. They all organize, and then they petition their government for funding, and then they receive the funding. 10, 20 of you all. And you've now taken that funding to establish the business thought that you all had together. And you've just created jobs for yourself and others to benefit all of humanity, not just yourself, not just your community, but everybody. This is about unity. This is about people getting on board, everyone acting as a creditor. If you wish for something to change in your government, you have to be a statesman in order to be heard. You have to be. The birth certificate and Social Security is the Cesta KV Trust Unlimited Debit. The passport is the Cesta KV Trust Unlimited Credit. Okay? There's a lot of people who don't like to think that they themselves are not in power. Oh, I'm holding the wrong card. You are in power when you are recognized as a member of council. That's where your leverage comes in. That's where your authority is conferred or conveyed, right? Give it to the state and learn what the state's supposed to do so that you don't have to worry about being taken advantage thereof. And then you can live in peace. You can go to work and receive remunerative employment, meaning that you're getting the most back, right? You'll be able to work and enjoy your work rather than to work out of necessity, rather than slaving yourself. All right? I hope this has been helpful, right? I hope this made sense to you all. The financial leveraging is the passport. You can get yourself an EIN and all of these things from the IRS. No one's saying not to, but understand that your passport already operates like that way. And so even if you are to create a business through the IRS, when you employ yourself, you will use that passport. To steer the business correctly. not going to eat in front of y'all. It's going to get real terrible out here. So appreciate you all for coming. I'll be back a little later. Peace and love.